So welcome to this second session. As we have been discussing about matrix operations and applications, so I will now discuss about a specific operator that is a very handy tool in MATLAB to work on matrices. That is the dot operator. Okay, so we have just discussed about the colon operator. Now we'll talk about the dot operator. So let me just show a small demo on this. So once you create a matrix or an array like this, x is something like this, okay, and you have another array, y is like this. All right, so these are the two arrays of 5 elements. And now if you try to multiply, we have discussed before this that if you use any of the arithmetic operator, the multiplication or division or power, it will actually follow the law of matrix. So this will not be possible because this will violate the law of matrix, right? So because the number of the rows and columns are not matching for this operation, because this would be matrix x multiplied by matrix y. So instead of doing that, if you just have this x and y with 5 elements, and if you just, in place of doing the previous one, if you just place a dot before this multiplier, you will get a different kind of operation. This is called typically we know it as an array operation or element by element operation. So this dot before this star will change the operation entirely, and now the multiplication is not matrix multiplication, it is now array multiplication we call. And in fact it's element by element multiplication. X, this 1 is multiplied with -2, 2 is multiplied with 0, 3 is multiplied with 2. Likewise, 4 and 4 16, 5 and 6 30. So this is the way, the dot operator changes the operation entirely. So hope that's clear to you. So even you can do the power, like, you can have dot power. So normally x to the power y means it's a matrix, power. So matrix power is not easily possible unless the matrix is a square matrix. So in place of doing that, if you just do x to the power, dot power y, so it means differently in this case. It means here x dot power y is equivalent to x to the power y individually, element by element. So 1 to power -2 is 1, 2 power 0 is 1, 3 power 2 is 9, 4 to the power 4 is 256, and likewise. This dot power is element by element power, and this dot multiplication is element by element multiplication. This is the use of the dot operator. So it's very handy tool. Similarly, when you have, let's say, two-dimensional matrix, let me create another matrix. A is this, and B is another matrix like this. So once you have this, if you do this A star B, that is A multiplied by B, it means matrix multiplication. 2 3 multiplied with 1 2, that will lead to 8. So this is following the law of matrix. So once again, this multiplier is a matrix multiplier in this case. So if I just change it to something different, so let me just show it again. A is here and B is here. Okay, so A dot star B will mean something different. So now it is 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, 3 multiplied by -2, and so this is element by element multiplication. So any arithmetic operation, if it is preceded by a dot division B, it means element by element division. So that makes it clear. So this dot before an operator will change the operation to mean element by element operation. So it is a very powerful feature of MATLAB. It is very handy when you want to work with the series and work on the matrix data. For example, let me show a demo on a famous series that is called Fibonacci series, right? So it's a very famous series in mathematics. So the Fibonacci series, basically, you can create it by using the dot operator like this. So what is the Fibonacci sequence? The Fibonacci sequence is like this. So if you see in this, the first two terms are 0 and 1, and then if you add these two terms, it gets to 1. And then if you add these two terms, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 3 5. So this series is known as Fibonacci sequence. So now we have a practice question. in our practice sheet number 2, and the question says that you need to generate so that 10 terms of, this is the question, display 10 terms of the Fibonacci series, and also find out the sum of the first 10 odd terms. This is a question. So before I proceed to the question, this Fibonacci sequence can be generated by a formula which is actually like this. So you can generate this by this Tn plus 1 indicates the nth term of this sequence. So is given by this formula. The formula is actually 1 plus root 5 by 2 whole power n. So this is the nth term. So here n is 0 to infinity. So for the sequence. So this one will be leading to, so for example, if you place n equal to 0 in this, you will get what? So if you just do it 0, okay, and so this becomes 1 minus 1, so this is 0, first value of the series, right? So if you just similarly if you have n equal to 1, it will give the second value, that is 1, right? So this is the way you can actually generate the whole sequence by this simple formula. The nth term is given like this. So for any series, if you have the nth term, you can now use the dot operator in a very effective way to generate that. So if you want to generate this kind of a series in any other programming language, for example, the same question is given to you in a C programming language. If you browse through this, so what I'm showing here is the different programming languages to generate this Fibonacci sequence. So here is the C++ code. If you see, there is a if structure and there is a, right, so there is some kind of function here, so that is used to create this sequence. So here in C, again you need if structure and function, right? So Java, yeah, okay, here is another one, and Python. So all these programming languages need plenty of things to generate this sequence. This is a C sharp and PHP. So including having some header files and so on, you have to work on that. So to generate the sequence. But in case of MATLAB, let us compare the same thing. I have just made this program for the same sequence in MATLAB. So here you need only 3 lines to generate. Okay, the first line would be the term n. So the question is to display the 10 terms of the series. So we'll generate the sequence n is equal to 0 to 9. Okay, this will generate. This is in a live editor, so it is actually displaying the value. It will if you execute it, it will display the 10 terms of this n. Second line will be just in fact you need only 2 lines, right? So this is a second line. So the second line is this expression which we just have shown before this. That expression is basically this sequence is generated by this 1 plus root 5 by 2 power n. This sequence can be expressed by this expression 1 plus a is equal to under root of 5. So this whole thing, remember that here we have used dot power. So this dot power n actually works on this 1 plus a, right, this constant term, and powers this term by individually by each element of n. So you have, once you have the sequence 0 to 9, it will first take the n as 0 and then 1. The entire the expression is generating a whole sequence of numbers where n is changing from 0 to 9. This will result, because it is dot power n, this will result into generation of a sequence based on this expression. So the whole sequence now for n is equal to 0 to 9, it will work as a dot power n, and again the dot power n can also work on a scalar. So individually this 1 plus a by 2 dot power n will generate 10 terms of the first this first part. Similarly, this will generate another 10 terms, and then as per this expression we will get to know 10 terms here, 10 terms here by root 5. So it will give it 10 terms as a series as a whole. So it need not work on any if structure, any loop, anything. Just this dot power is a vectorized notation. It will generate the entire series. If you take the ns to be whatever terms you take, it will generate the whole series s as this. So if you just click on this one, let me run it again. This is generating it. Okay, so here it is. I have this whole sequence there. term 1 to 10 is here. And now if you want to display those first 10 odd terms, this is about the first 10 terms. So you got this value, you can just check it out. 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3, likewise this is a perfect sequence generated by this one single line. In comparison to other programming languages, this dot power works magically on MATLAB to generate a series, right? So now if you want to generate first 10 odd terms, so what will it look like? So now if we change the value of n to be from 0 to 18, and then tn plus 1 is the odd terms of the series, and then it will give you a new sequence s1 where the values are the following. So if you just click on this, this is the first term is actually 0, and if you compare it with this one, first is 0, then second odd term is 1. This is perfectly fine because multiplier is 10 to the power 3. So this is 10 to the power 3 multiplied with 0, and this is 1. This is actually 3 multiplied with 10 to the power 3 is a common multiplier. So this is 3. So 0, 1, 3, 8, 21. 0, then third is 1, then 3, then 8, then 21. Fine. This is generating a odd term series. Just by changing the n value, you can generate the odd terms. If you similarly, you can generate the even terms. So now the last thing is, so we were to generate the first 10 terms and then find out the sum of the 10 odd terms, right? So these are two parts. Of part one is here, and part two we have this odd terms of s as s1. And if you just do this, so display the sum of the disp command and then display sum of s1, that will give you the sum of the s1 series, that is the odd terms of this Fibonacci sequence, and the whole thing will result into this sum value as 4.18 in 10 to the power 3. So that is 14180, right? So this is the answer. So we learned about the power of dot. What takes a good amount of programming skills in other programming languages like C++, C, Java, Python, could be very easily solved in just 2 lines in MATLAB by using the dot operator. So that's what we learned in this. Now the question for you, just as we have created this series, what you need to know is just the nth term equation is all that you know, and then just place the value of n as a sequence to generate the whole sequence by a single line of command in MATLAB. So that is also, you can generate any other sequence by using this dot. Okay, so here is a question for you. You know that e to the power minus x is given by this equation. So the nth term is, the first step would be to generate the tn plus 1 or nth term. So this is the one expression for nth term, and then you can generate the question is the same, display the 10 terms and find out the sum of the first 5 even terms. So try this on your own. Thanks.